Marcus Hill wore a suit, carried a briefcase, and had the keys to his own bank. But none of that mattered when flashing lights cut across the street. "Hands in the air!" officers screamed. Marcus tried to explain. "I work here. I'm the branch manager." But to them, he was just a black man in the wrong place. Their mistake would cost them everything. He presented his credentials, but the teller eyed him with suspicion. Suddenly, police burst in, hands on weapons. Cold steel handcuffs snapped around his wrists. Marcus was left in shock, dignity stripped away. This wasn't just an arrest, it was a judgment, passed in seconds. He was no longer Marcus Hill, bank manager. Just another headline. Outside, the spectacle grew. Bystanders filmed as Marcus was searched and shoved against a police car. The flashing lights painted him guilty before a word was spoken. "I'm a bank manager. I was helping a client," he tried to explain. The officers didn't care. They'd already decided who he was. Videos spread online, no context, just outrage. He wasn't just fighting for his freedom, he was fighting a shadow that had always followed him. By the time Marcus made his phone call, his story was everywhere. Viral videos, trending hashtags, "Justice for Marcus Hill." Outrage swept the city and beyond. His bank issued a statement confirming his identity and condemning the arrest. The public saw not just Marcus, but a pattern, racial profiling exposed. Protests erupted outside the police station and the bank. People marched, demanding change. Banking while black is not a crime. Community leaders and politicians spoke out. The city, often divided, united in anger and hope. The police, under pressure, faced calls for accountability. The mayor ordered an immediate investigation. National media arrived, turning Marcus's case into a symbol. When Marcus was released on bail, he was greeted by a crowd of supporters. He was no longer just a victim, he was a catalyst for justice. In court, Marcus faced his accusers, not as a suspect, but as a man backed by truth and community. The courtroom was packed, tension thick. The teller admitted her call was based on a feeling, not facts. The 911 call revealed her vague suspicion, nothing concrete. Marcus's lawyers played body cam footage. Marcus calm, officers aggressive. His credentials and testimony from colleagues proved his professionalism. The prosecution's case unraveled. Under cross-examination, the lead officer admitted Marcus never threatened, resisted, or committed a crime. The arrest was exposed as baseless, rooted in bias. The judge dismissed all charges, applause erupted, justice at last was served. Marcus stood tall, vindicated, the truth had its day, and the city watched, changed. Marcus's return to his bank was met with applause and relief. Colleagues and customers welcomed him back, proud of his resilience. The bank had stood by him. Now, it felt like home. The officers were fired, the police chief issued a public apology, and reforms were promised. Marcus became an advocate, sharing his story to inspire change. He worked with community groups, spoke at schools, and pushed for dialogue. His case was rare. He had support and a viral video. He fought for those whose stories went unseen. Marcus's victory was more than personal. It was a benchmark for justice, a lesson in resilience. The sound of the gavel echoed far beyond the courtroom. Even in the face of bias, justice can and must prevail. Marcus Hill walked forward, head held high, turning pain into purpose.